and welcome to Cricket Talk with Venky. Venky, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Srinivas. Pleasure to be here.
What a test series, Venky. This has been a test at its best. What do you say?
Absolutely. I mean, one of the best test series of late that we have watched. When there's not many spectators coming to watch test matches, I think there's an amazing example of what test cricket is all about. This is we have been in this we have already played 3 test matches in the series, and everything has been outstanding. There's been ups and downs. Sometimes Australians are had the better of Indians, and the next test match, Indians had the better of Australians, and the final the third test match also was just absolutely brilliant in terms of character. I think the Indians showed great amount of character.
Yeah, absolutely right, Venky. First test, Australia won by 8 wickets. India won the second test by 8 wickets. And in Sydney, it was a brilliant draw. I would say, even though India drew the match, morally India won the game, I would say.
No doubt about it. I think definitely India going into the 4th test match will be very, very high in confidence, because it's not easy to bat the last day. I mean, the whole day. You had to, in the 4th innings, Indians had to bat somewhere around 120 overs or something like that. So it's not easy to bat on 120 overs and the whole of the 5th day by just losing, I think, 2 or 3 wickets at the most. So amazing character these guys showed, the Indian players, Indian batsmen in particular. Bowling has been tremendous. Indian bowling I'm talking about, it's been tremendous throughout the series. But batting, we were always not very sure, because a couple of test matches we didn't have Rohit Sharma, and now Virat Kohli is not there. But still, I think the way they applied themselves and the character that they showed drawing a test match, I'm sure they would go into the 4th test match with a lot of confidence.
What skill, what patience, what grit, what determination. I mean, Stark, Cummins, Hazelwood, they were coming and bowling bouncers at our batsmen like anything, Venky. In fact, when they used the second new ball, hardly 10 to 15% of the balls were hitting the wickets. The remaining were all bouncers. That barrage of bouncers India not only tackled, but they came out in flying colors.
Definitely, yes. I think the Indian batsmen in the series have played bouncers better than the Australians. It's really surprising for me, in the sense that not about Indian batsmen, actually about the Australian batsmen not able to face the bouncers, not able to play the bouncers well. I think the technique is, there's a huge question mark on the Australian batting technique, or the batsmen for that matter. They're not well equipped against, could be the length ball or could be the short ball. I mean, they're not. This is the problem. I would say the weakest Australian team that I've ever come across. When it comes to the batting, especially, other than David Warner and Smith, Steve Smith, the rest of the batsmen are just below average, I would say, and their fielding is below standard fielding, Australian fielding. So definitely a very, very average Australian team that I've seen. Normally we always used to see Hayden or Gilchrist or Ricky Ponting or Stephen Waugh or Mark Waugh or Taylor, and bowlers. When it comes to bowlers, it's McGrath, Gillespie, Shane Warne. So that caliber or that sort of a skill set, this present Australian team doesn't have. And having said that, I think Indians, the way they applied themselves, as I said, their skill sets, or maybe, as you rightly mentioned, the kind of bounces that they had to tackle was just unbelievable. I think they showed a lot of character. There's no doubt about it.
The 4th and final test is happening at Gabba, Brisbane. That is on Friday, Venky. And if I see the statistics, Venky, at Gabba, Australia haven't lost a test match since 1988. That is 32 years. Why do you think none of the visiting teams have been able to win a test match at Gabba?
One is the confidence that the host team has in that particular venue. Normally, you do have those those sort of advantage, psychological advantage. In a particular venue, maybe the team might feel, yes, we are unbeatable. It's like a fort for them. So the visiting teams might not be able to conquer it. So that confidence, I think, the Australian team might have, but then this time it can be different. I think there's a great opportunity for Indian team having won 2 test matches. When I say having won 2 test matches, even a third test match, Srinivas Murthy, I would say, I mean, I'm sure you agree with that Indians have won it mentally, of course. I mean, as you did say it in the beginning of the show. So they would be going with a lot of confidence. So there's a great opportunity for them to win this match at Brisbane, the Gabba. So it's going to be an interesting test match. And also people have been talking about Gabba wicket being, pace friendly, fast bowlers friendly. There's going to be a lot of bounce and movement. And even we have got very, very good bowlers as well in our team, the Indian team. So in that sense, it's going to be a fantastic contest.
Canara Bank, together we can.
Oh, Venky, that's yes, one aspect is there, but again, they say there is some more drawbacks for the Indian team. I mean, I would say there is some more new hurdles which is come in the way of the Indian team, I would say, in this series because of 2 more injuries, I would say. One, the latest news says Bumrah will not be in a position to play. Of course, you have seen Jadeja is ruled out. And Hanuma Vihari is also ruled out. So minimum 3 changes you are going to see for Brisbane. Who are the 3 likely replacements?
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of injuries. Yes, maybe because I mean there's been a lot of talk, Srinivas Murthy, about the players' fitness, or their routine, saying that people have been saying that they're spending a lot of time in the gym. They're not spending enough time on their skill set. Could be right to a certain extent and could be wrong as well, for the simple reason that they've not played cricket for close to 8 months, and suddenly they played the IPL, which is high intensity game, because of the expectations. And the immediate next thing that is happening is a high profile test series, or the series that they're playing against Australia. So in that sense, you got to give in your best, more than 100% that you have to give. So it's not easy to sustain that sort of an intensity for this duration, and that too having not played for almost 8 months just before this. So maybe because of that, I think the players are getting injured, and yes, I mean it's a huge drawback that Bumrah is not going to be available for this test match. Then Hanuma Vihari, who played an outstanding innings, I would say, not a knock innings in the third test match, he's not available because of some injury. There's going to be serious. It's going to be a trouble, serious trouble also for Indian team. So, but I feel Prithvi Shaw would come in. I would say I feel, having played those first 2 test matches, and they might bring in Natarajan, the left arm seamer, since it's a pace friendly track. Maybe Natarajan might get an opportunity.
There's a talk that Shardul Thakur may make it to the playing 11.
No, fair enough. See, now Saini is going to be there anyway. Then you got Mohammad Siraj. Shardul Thakur might come in, and since Ravindra Jadeja is not available, so in place of him there might be Natarajan and 1 spinner, that is Ashwin. That's about it. So they might go in with 4 fast bowlers and one spinner. I'm assuming that the pitch is good for fast bowlers.
Venky, when was the last time India went with 4 fast bowlers? Can you recall or remember?
I don't remember at all. Yeah. No, it's only because they don't have the fifth bowling option. See, if Jadeja was there or had been there, then they would have gone with three fast bowlers and two spinners. That is Jadeja and Ashwin. Since even Jadeja is injured, so they don't have any other spinner who could come in. And obviously, Natarajan, bringing in Natarajan can have that variation, being a left arm left arm seamer.
Kuldeep is another option, Venky, but again, as you said, Brisbane is a pace-friendly wicket. As such, Kuldeep may not get a look in. If India has this problem, Venky, Australia is also having certain problems. See, they bowled 131 overs in the last test match, second innings, remember. So there are going to be some very, very sore bodies. Pat Cummins, Stark, and Hazelwood bowled long spells, Venky. So, and they have played all three test matches, remember. And their workload, again, whether they'll be able to sustain that pressure at Brisbane.
Well, I would blame the Australian fielding for that, Srinivas. So obviously, if they had taken those catches, I think they dropped a lot of sitters. In fact, yeah, it was not even half chances. I mean, it was coming to their hands, and we saw Tim Payne dropping easy catches. Then quite a few catches in the 30-yard circle that they dropped. So if they had taken, probably they wouldn't have bowled so much. But this has been their what do you call balance. They always go with four bowlers. That's about it. Three fast bowlers and one spinner, and they've used to that sort of a combination. And I think that's what they're going to go with even in the final test match as well.
It has been a totally entertaining and awesome series, I would say, Venky. The final battle happens at Brisbane on Friday. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts, and I wish you happy Pongal, happy Sankranti, happy Lori.
Yeah, thank you very much, and happy Sankranti to everybody.
So viewers, you have a great festival today, tomorrow, and be ready to watch the biggest battle in this series at Brisbane on Friday. Kindly subscribe to Canara Bank channel because you can get expert views from Venky only on this. Bye-bye.